Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum bachon. Today we will do the side informations of unit number 10. They are important because sometimes they come as a short question, sometimes they come as a MCQ in your board paper. Spider attacks its prey due to the vibration produced in the web. Web of the spider is composed up of tiny strings. Whenever the prey steps on those tiny strings, they used to vibrate. These vibrations inform the spider that there is something in the web that it can eat. Now here at different points, the kinetic and potential energies of simple harmonic motion are told. This is the mean position, where it is written that x is equal to 0, where x is equal to minus a or x is equal to plus a. It means that the amplitude value on the left side and maximum amplitude on the right side. Now at this point, at the mean position, the body has maximum kinetic energy but 0 potential energy. Or on the other hand, on the extreme positions, this and this, body stops for a while, so kinetic energy becomes 0 and the potential energy is maximum. We can hear the sounds because of the vibrations of the eardrum. The maximum amount of vibrations a human eardrum can do is 20,000 times in 1 second. Isn't it a big value? Next is the period of pendulum is independent of its mass and amplitude. How you can check this out from the formula. Formula is T equals to pi under root L by G. As there is no mass m, no amplitude a, so the time period is independent of the mass and amplitude. Here is a pendulum clock. All of you must have seen a pendulum clock. Christian Huygens was the one who invented this pendulum clock in 1656. He was inspired by Galileo, who discovered that all the pendulums of the same length took the same amount of time to complete one complete swing. Huygens developed the first clock that could accurately measure the time. Electromagnetic waves consist of electric and magnetic field oscillating perpendicular to each other. As you can see in the picture, this is the direction in which the electric field is moving, and on the floor, just like a snake, the field that is moving in the form of wave is the magnetic field, and together they constitute an electromagnetic. Here it is another side information. You can see that longitudinal waves move faster through solids than through gases or liquids. Transverse waves move through solids at a speed of less than half of the speed of the longitudinal wave. For example, I am just giving you a value just for the sake of example. If a longitudinal wave passes through a solid at a speed of 10 meters per second, then the transverse wave will pass through the same solid at a speed of less than 5 meters per second. It can be 4 meters per second, it can be 3 meters per second, it can be 2 meters per second. This is the meaning of this sentence. What is the reason? The reason is restoring force exerted during this up and down motion of particles of the medium is less than the restoring force exerted by a back and forth motion of the particles of the medium in case of longitudinal wave. And do you remember the transverse waves? How the particles moved? They moved up and down, up and down, and the waves move in this direction. Now you can see that in this case the restoring force will be less, but on the other hand, in longitudinal waves, how the particles of the medium moved? They moved back and forth in the same direction the wave moved. So here the restoring force exerted is more. So Transverse waves are slow through the solids and longitudinal waves are faster through the solid. Discuss the relation of frequency with energy of the waves. If we have to generate a high frequency wave, it requires more energy per second than to generate a low frequency wave. High frequency wave carries more energy than a low frequency wave of the same amplitude. Why? Because if we want to create more vibrations per second, we have to move the source, or we have to create the disturbance faster. So when you create the disturbance faster, you will impart more energy, and when the frequency is less, it means less vibrations per second. It means you have to do this with less energy. Next is earthquake produces waves through the crust of the earth in the form of seismic wave. Whenever there is earthquake, vibrations are there. The buildings used to vibrate. From where those vibrations come? Those vibrations come from the seismic waves which are produced in the crust of the earth. If such waves are studied, the geophysicists learn about the internal structure of the earth and information about the occurrence of the future earth activity, whether there will be more earthquakes in the near future or not, etc. Multiple choice questions are on page number 16 of your book. Kindly open up. First question is, which of the following is an example of simple harmonic motion? The answer is option A, the motion of simple pendulum, because rest of the three options are not simple harmonic motion. Question number 2 is, the mass of the pendulum is increased by a factor of 3. The period of the pendulum's motion will remain the same because the time period of the pendulum is independent of the mass. Which of the following devices can be used to produce both transverse and longitudinal waves? It is slinky. Next is waves transfer energy. Number 5, which of the following is a method of energy transfer? Conduction, wave motion, radiation, all of these are the methods of energy transfer. In a vacuum, all electromagnetic waves have the same speed, that is speed of light. A large ripple tank with a vibrator working at a frequency of 30 Hz produced 25 complete waves in a distance of 50 cm. The velocity of the wave is 60 cm per second. I will show you the solution at the end of this video. Number 8, which of the following characteristics of waves is independent of the others? As V is equal to F lambda, which of the 4 options is not present? Amplitude is not present in the wave equation, so amplitude is the one which is independent of the other. The relation between V, F and lambda of a wave is option B, that is the wave equation. V is equal to F lambda. Now let us solve the MCQ number 7. This is a short numerical. In the MCQ, it was given that frequency is 30 Hz. There are 25 number of waves in a distance of 50 cm. You have to find out the wavelength by dividing distance with the number of waves, that is 50 divided by 25 is 2 cm. Then you will apply V is equal to F lambda, that is 30 into 2, and the answer will be 60 cm per second. As in the question, they asked us to find out the speed of the wave. I will not convert centimeter into meters because answers of the MCQ or the options in the MCQs are in centimeter per second.